All right. Welcome to another Woods Report.
Just realized the logo is crooked.
What you mean?
It should be more over here.
Oh, it's a little late for that.
I know.
How about she realized the logo
When you
is
put them
crooked?
on the shirts on the website,
Uh-huh.
you have to really make sure it's even.
Right.
They'll let you do that, but you can be off.
Soon we'll put up some more T-shirts. We haven't put up any more T-shirts lately,
I know.
but soon we will. Wait for our 3 or 4 people to come in, and then we'll start.
You know what?
It wasn't a lot of news. So my mother, she didn't give a lot of news today.
Quiet weekend.
So,
Nothing happened in
she didn't say anything
on CNN.
She didn't say anything. She said the same stuff. She didn't really give any
No court case. No talking about Ukraine's president.
She didn't really give any new news. But Lizzo's in the news again.
Okay.
So that one is what I think we'll start off with Lizzo. Now, I sent Wendy the link. So hopefully Wendy will come in. I told her on the text that you sent her the link. But we'll start off with good old Lizzo, right?
Mm-hmm.
She being sued again.
Why you say again?
Because how many people gonna keep suing Lizzo?
But they can sue. They have to prove it.
Thank you.
So people can come at you until the end of the world.
Yeah.
But they have to prove their case against you.
You have to.
So even though she's being sued, they may still lose.
Yeah. Well, this lady says that, let me read what it says. Lizzo's team mocked and bullied her. She was a wardrobe manager. Okay. And she was a designer. In the suit, the woman who designed outfit for Lizzo's dancers, that's a lot of material. So I can say that because I'm
busy.
So you gotta. That's a lot.
Team of seamstress.
If you a seamstress for Lizzo's dancers,
you're sewing a lot. It's like sewing. What's that show? The singers that hide in these costumes.
Right.
What's that show?
I know.
And they've made it where the costume maker is even being known now. Because you look at all these great costumes they come out and sing in.
What's that stupid show?
And they wear a big, and they said,
why would you say something? And now I have to think about it.
And they even have the one show coming up, because that's Nick Cannon, right? One up, because we'll be talking about him later. The biggest costume ever made on that show.
What was it?
No, that's what they're going to be presenting this year.
Oh.
But it's because it's
Masked Singer.
I
had to look that up.
Masked Singer.
So now, if you're a designer on the mask, that's what I'm saying. If you're a designer on the Masked Singer, then you making money.
Yes.
If you are a designer or sewer for Lizzo's dance troupe, you got to be making a lot of money. And that's not even trying to be funny. But then, that is sewing more than most people.
But on the other side of that,
what?
They don't wear much.
True. It's not like you sewing a 3-piece suit or something.
Exactly. They wear little skimpy outfits like she does.
But the skimpy is a lot of material.
A little pair of pants.
So, but anyway, so she said she got harassed. She said the dancers, manager referred to the dancers as fat, useless, and dumb.
Is this the manager lady?
No, this is the one that's suing.
Oh, she's suing.
The day she was set to receive an award recognizing her work promoting inclusivity, can't say the word, and social justice, Lizzo was again sued by a former employee who said that behind the scenes, the entertainer allows bullying, harassment, and racial discrimination. Now, let's hold off for a second. I know for a fact, just by the comments that people make in our comment section, some people consider harassment and bullying and discrimination way different than we do. Like when I call Gats a big bucket head and he's a Osmond looking guy, they'll take that as that's discrimination or not harassment. Bullying.
But think about where you're at when you're saying it. If you're on the job and you're another employee
Her problem,
or the person's manager saying that. It's different.
That's her problem, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep reading on what's going on. But right off the bat, I think Lizzo's problem is she's too familiar with her dancers and her employees.
Okay.
She thinks they're her friends. So she can talk and do whatever she wants in front of them. And she doesn't realize there's always going to be one or two in the mix that they're not liking that. They're not liking you being free and talking about sex or cracking on somebody, they'll use it against you.
But I'm confused. Lizzo, to me, has always been an advocate for full, heavy, thick women. So if any shade is being thrown or misunderstood, it wouldn't be coming from her lips. I can see her workers making little snide remarks like, girl, if you wouldn't get so big, the zipper would fit. But what is she saying that is causing people to be uncomfortable? Because she would get all sensitive about Facebook comments or social media comments.
Well, that's my thing is I think that it's too much stuff going on around her. So let's keep reading what this lady said. I felt like I was living in a madhouse. Fashion designer Asha Daniels, 35, told NBC News the day before she filed her lawsuit against Lizzo and other members of the singer's team. It was totally shocking. I was listening to this Black woman on this huge stage have this message of self-love and caring for others and being empathetic and being strong and standing up for others, she said. And I was witnessing myself, the dancers and the background vocals and my local team in every city be harassed and bullied regularly. The suit filed Thursday by lawyers for Daniels in Los Angeles County Superior Court accused the wardrobe manager, Amanda Nomura, whatever her name is, of doing stereotypical impressions of Black women, referring to the performers as fat, useless, and dumb, and forcing them to change in front of mostly white male stage crew who would lewdly gawk at them, the suit says. Daniels was fired after she complained about Nomura, according to the suit. Lizzo is the boss, so the buck stops with her, Daniels' lawyer said. So she's saying this lady, the lady did this, fashion lady, and she's saying they're suing Lizzo because she's the boss.
She's in charge.
Yeah. In a statement Thursday, a spokesman for Lizzo said that they're trying to sully and honor the performer was to they're trying to mess up the honor that she was getting Thursday night.
Oh, was that when they were booing her?
No. When was they booing her?
I heard somebody was saying booing.
Really?
And that's just something else.
You heard it from my mouth?
No, I thought I read it somewhere.
Oh, I didn't know that. They did?
No, I don't know. I saw the word booing somebody, but I don't know if it was her. But go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead. Well, you don't know. Thursday night, the Black Music Action Coalition's Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award for her philanthropic work and commitment to social justice. So they're saying that this lady put this lawsuit out so it would mess up her getting this award and all this other stuff.
Why honor you when you're allowing this to happen in your field? Okay.
The spokesperson said that Lizzo never actually met this lady.
What?
She never even spoke to her.
What, the lady that's doing the lawsuit?
That's suing. But remember I said
she could be a dancer.
Well, no, remember she's the fashion person that's suing. She's the fashion lady. Remember I said that's suing the lady who is the costume designer because she was saying that she was being lewd and rude to Black women.
So this is a fashion designer herself. She's not one of the dancers.
No, this lady right there is the fashion designer.
Right.
She's suing Lizzo because she's saying that her team and all the people that worked with her were being rude and lewd and racist.
Not another
discrimination.
Person over the fashion.
Right.
It's her being a fashion designer herself, not like in the atmosphere.
Yeah, she's saying Lizzo's not living up to what she's saying. And she made her people, this fashion lady, the people that worked with her, their lives a living hell because there was a lot of bullying and stuff going on. So she's the fashion designer who's suing. She's the boss, suing the boss.
Okay.
We will pay this as much attention as it deserves, a statement said.
Mm-hmm.
The coalition previously described Lizzo in a news release as a longtime advocate for inclusivity and uses her music to empower groups. So that's what they're saying.
That makes a difference now, because she's not just a dancer or some other position that's just kind of like helping out with Lizzo's production. She is one of the main designers.
Right.
So if she is saying the environment is not what Lizzo is preaching about, and she's not being kind of like hypocritical because she's allowing this to happen, then if she can prove it, she may have a lawsuit.
So
because of her level. I thought it was just some other, because the other dancers was all complaining too.
Right.
And people were kind of pointing at them going, you was there for a while. Why you didn't say nothing then? But usually I'm thinking as a designer or costume designer or any level like that, if they complain,
right,
then that's not good.
So she said, Lizzo says she had previously said that although she has to make a difficult decision, it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of my team. Mm. So apparently, we'll see how that goes.
You know what the funny thing is, when you look at entertainment, we don't think for some reason, like if we go to a 9 to 5 in an organization or a company or with the CEOs and presidents, we don't expect that behavior at a company. In your department, your manager, your people above, they have to follow HR rules and how they're talking to you. Now, right now, you can't even wink at a woman without it being sexual harassment. But you would think entertainment has more freedom.
Right. But it doesn't. It seemed like they saying you got to be, Okay. Daniel says Black women deserve to work in spaces where we feel safe, where we aren't being harassed, where we aren't being sexualized, she said. Mm-hmm. We're allowed to just be great and work hard and be treated the way that everyone else is allowed to be treated. So
we'll see. I'm thinking that now that you gave clarity to this person that's suing her, she's at a level where she can go, you know what, Lizzo? I'm not shaking. You know what, Lizzo? I am one of your set designers. Right. I design clothes for your women and whoever else, and they're not being treated. Right. They've been bullied, and people probably going to start believing it.
Well, Rosebud here says, hey, Rosebud. Hey. Hello, ladies. For some reason, I believe these women.
I do too.
That's what I said. I think I'm trying to play both sides here. I'm not double-minded.
And Lizzo is young. So.
I'm trying to play both sides, guys. Okay. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Right.
And this is allegedly, so we all have to make that clear.
I think, in my opinion, Lizzo comes off, she's too comfortable around the people she works with and her dancers. She's too comfortable. Because that's what I said. People could say with us, we harass and bully and all of that. Because I talk about people. I call Candace Owens a bobblehead. We out there.
It'd be different if we had people working with us.
But I would be
feeling that as pressure.
And as a person that's older, I know that I wouldn't say that around people that work for me. Because some people don't like you calling them names, or people don't like you to be too familiar with them. They work for you.
And I think you wouldn't hire them.
But she don't hire probably. She got a big team. Wow. And I think that's her problem, like making everybody go to the stupid strip club with her. Some people don't want to go to a strip club.
You know what? That takes me to an old episode of on Living Single.
What?
When Kyle,
you crack me up with your old shows.
Eartha Kitt was on there as one of the. She was a rich woman, and Kyle, his company, because they're into investing and stuff. She wanted to invest her money somewhere, and she used. She said Kyle's company. Okay. So Kyle they picked Kyle to be the person to liaison for the company and to be with her. When she asked to come to the house to have dinner, she being friends with her, and you know how Eartha Kitt is with that the way she talks.
Right.
She was very demanding.
Right.
Can you walk my dogs for me, Kyle? And Kyle was like, no, I'm not walking your dog. See, she wanted him to do so much, in order to keep, her happy and so I can be a part of your business and you can take my millions of dollars.
Right.
But he was struggling with that because he didn't want to lose her business.
Right.
But he had to finally sit down and say, you know what? You're too familiar with me to make me just feel like I'm just gonna do anything and whatever for you. So he had to really softly
set boundaries.
He had to set, there you go.
And that's
he had
what
to
I
set
think,
boundaries. And she may not have done that.
And I think, and not only that, but she needs to set boundaries with the people who work for her.
Yeah.
Because this lawsuit it's not even, the lady never even met Lizzo. It's the people that work for Lizzo.
She need an HR group.
She need a PR and an HR group.
Because remember, we would always tease, I keep bringing this up, one of our sorority sisters who worked in HR, and we have relatives that work in HR. When you work in HR all the time, you are HR everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be careful how you say that. Oh, watch your tone. And how did you look at her a certain way? Did you touch her shoulder? You're really careful with that. And an HR person on her team need to say,
and keep her chain smaller.
Yes.
The people that you are actually friends with needs to be smaller. You got too many friends. Perfect example. The other thing that I was going to tell you, that award show they went to, or that she was awarded that night, it says Lizzo went in for the award. Now, a bunch of her women, dancers, okay, you see in the picture, a bunch of her dancers came out, okay, and they wanted to speak positive on her behalf.
Okay.
When they came out, she stood up and she started bawling, which means she's probably getting hit with a lot of negativity. And to see a whole stage of people come out supporting and say, "We love you, Lizzo. You have always been supported to us. You make the atmosphere fun." It was men and women. Some of the people was crying. They was like, "You heavy. You make us feel like we have a place." People wasn't hiring a lot of fat dancers before Lizzo. Now Beyonce got big dancers. Everybody got big dancers now. Lizzo kind of, in my opinion, kind of paved the way for that. So it made her feel good to know that not everybody is against her. So my opinion, that's what I'm saying. She gotta make that chain smaller. It was too many people that came out on stage. That gotta be even smaller.
But I guess anytime you are an owner or you're overseeing a business, whether it's entertainment or not, you're gonna always have a disgruntled, is that the word? Person. When you let them go, they may get upset and come back and sue you.
Right.
When you say something, they're gonna be writing down every little thing to use against you when you let them go for whatever reason. She don't talk right with people. Exactly. I heard her cussing someone out. Yeah. Really.
So that's what I think is happening with her.
So she may win, she may not win.
She got another lawsuit.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Again, if Wendy comes in, Lenore sent you the link, Wendy. So I don't want Emerald on here going, "Where's Wendy? Where's Wendy?"
So you don't see her trying to come on.
No.
Okay.
So, and then I'm looking to see if she texted, and she didn't text in.
Okay.
So. All right. What happens if the government shuts down? Because we headed towards that. You know that, right? What's going on?
Made a decision to not let
this
that
the news I thought you was gonna bring, Ma. All the stuff that's going on with the government shutting down and them holding and hostage and all that.
Well, she knows she gonna still get Social Security, so that's not gonna stop.
Well,
you just like you said, one of the things is people, they can't get a Social Security card.
New people won't be able to
that
apply
kind
stuff.
of thing.
Now I
forget. Even hold up Biden going the visa route to have the people work.
Yeah, I forgot that the government shut down before for 30 days. Remember that? And what's his name out of Minority Leader, the black guy?
Minority Leader.
Y'all know the Minority Leader of Congress. Let me see. The black guy. Minority.
Why you say Minority Leader?
He's the Minority Leader. Yeah, he's a minority too, but he is the Minority Leader. Yeah. No, well, he's the Minority Leader.
She is the Speaker.
Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh, Hakeem. Okay.
Now, Hakeem Jeffries was on there. Well, he came out and he spoke, and he said, "This is like Groundhog's Day. Y'all did this before. Y'all shut the government down, and we was down for 30 days because we wouldn't give y'all extra money to build Trump's wall."
Right.
He said, "It didn't work then. It's not working now.
I know.
We're not going to give you what you're asking. So what are you doing
hurt
here?
The American people by doing this.
That's what he's saying.
It's a domino effect when it happens.
And it's only a few Republicans. It's not all the Republicans.
But don't they have to vote for that to happen?
What, Mom? It's the Trumpsters.
But don't they have to win the vote for that?
No, they can, because of the slim number, they can vote not to against something, and it has to pass by more than majority. So they can stop stuff just by a slim vote. And he's saying it didn't work then. It's not going to work now. We're not putting in extra money for you to go after Biden impeachment or Hunter Biden, or we're not going to not give money to Ukraine. That's like list. All of their list of stuff that they want.
Exactly.
Or the wall too, I think. I think they even want more money on the wall.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I think they even want more money on the wall.
It was something else too that the big head guy, what's his name?
Gates.
He had a list. He was threatening the Speaker of the House.
He told him because
we're gonna put you out if you don't.
McCarthy said he could probably get the vote if he gets Democrats or something to vote with him. Mm-hmm. And Gates or whatever his name is said, Giant Head, if you do that, you might as well just go ahead and book your U-Haul truck and go ahead and clear your office out. Okay. In other words, if you work with the Democrats, we're going to get rid of you. And Hakeem Jeffrey said, and other guys, how dumb is that? The president of the United States is a Democrat. Mm-hmm. The Senate is controlled by Democrats. You think you're going to run the government and not walk across the aisle and work with Democrats?
You have to. That's what McCain, before he died, he and other Republicans was trying to get people to understand we got to work together.
They don't want to work together.
We agree to disagree, but we just got to sit at the table and not just complain, but have some other ideal or suggestion to bring to the table.
They don't. So they want to hold. Let me tell you something, Republicans, which is why I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. Again, I tell you, both of them are ridiculous. My mother said today Biden walked off the stage again before his thing was supposed to be over. He don't know where he is. But anyway.
Oh my goodness.
No one is going to vote Republican, not the numbers that you had, if our country government is shut down. We already are side-eyeing y'all because you're supporting Trump.
But they have to make that known, because a lot of times the narrative, whoever's controlling the narrative may make Susie Sausage Head Americans, not everybody, but the Susie Sausage Head ones, they will believe that it's a Democratic problem because Biden is in office.
But they have a slim lead. That's the problem. Did you know that they said Lauren Ho Boebert? I call her a Ho.
No, you don't.
Do you know they said that because of what she did, she barely won her seat? The guy who she ran against is running again. Ooh. She barely won her seat.
I told you that. I told you she
won. And now that she's a groper in public.
Yeah, I told you that. I said she may not lose, she may not win, because Anna brought up the numbers. She lost by 500 votes.
And do you know they said that if she loses her seat in some crazy mixed up way, the House could lose the majority, the Republicans can lose the majority rule.
You would think
from that thing groping some man at a movie theater.
I get it when the senators or whatever levels they are, because I know there's different levels, right? Different positions that they are. Like she's a different than is Lindsey. What's his name?
He's a senator.
Mm-hmm. She's a
Republican. Representative.
Oh, so whatever they are,
they're in two different places.
Right, and whatever state they're representing, if they have the majority already, a lot of them have a little flexibility to be stupid.
She don't.
She doesn't. And you would think with that, almost losing, you would be on your P's and Q's, minding your P's and Q's.
And do you know,
whatever you say.
Lauren Boebert, her husband was accused of lewd behavior, showing his genitalia in public.
Yeah.
And she was with him.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden she's at a play, Beetlejuice.
Well, you remember the husband said it's his fault.
Well, they're groping.
She's acting like
He's
this.
Stupid. She's a grown woman.
He wrote.
I know, but she's a grown woman.
He actually wrote a letter.
I know, we read it.
We didn't read his letter.
Yes, we did. I wrote it.
Oh, okay. Sonny read the letter on The View.
We did too.
And she said she kind of understands when he was actually apologizing for being lewd
Right.
and crazy and cuckoo.
Right.
But also his behavior
Yeah.
and the whole breaking up thing
Yeah.
is causing her to be,
Yeah.
you know, because sometimes they say when a woman is scorned
Right.
and going through, she just out
Right.
there now.
But we know,
anybody touch me.
Right. But we know,
and that's probably why she acting crazy.
But we know we don't give excuses for lewd
no,
behavior.
I'm just saying it usually happens.
So even though there's an excuse, there's
my
no
husband
excuse.
Doesn't want me no more.
And
do you want me?
And they said that that's actually written in the state is against the law.
What, to grope somebody?
To grope somebody and to display that type
is that
of...
in her state or every
in her
state?
state. I don't know in every state, but in her state it is.
Oh, okay.
So if some citizens wanted to come up and say, she broke the law.
Citizens arrest.
They could do that.
People who were there, that's pregnant lady can say something.
She's a moron.
She was sitting in front of her all that time, vaping and everything. She could have pressed charges.
They told the lady, like, mind your own business, nothing wrong. And then as she was going out, she was being lewd, gave people the middle finger. Christian.
And that's what makes me mad. If she never would have said she was a Christian, I can care less what she does.
And the man who the man who she was going out with that night has drag shows at his bar. He owns a bar.
Right.
Now, everything she preaches against, she was doing that night. She should have just went ahead and opened up a bottle of liquor and drank it right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
did everything.
Pretty much.
I'll do it, Lenore. Okay. I'll read it. Rosebud says...
I was just seeing if that was Wendy coming in.
She says, why can't they ever work together? Biden needs to take several seats. I agree.
I don't think they want to work together. I think they want to
I
think they want to act up because they want the spotlight on them.
Yeah.
They're actors.
And then Rosebud says she's always doing too much. Wasn't she the one walking around with a loaded gun? Either her or Margaret Taylor Greene. Both of them, I think. Mm-hmm. Both of them. They both dummies. Mm-hmm. But these are the people. I brought her up. Her, Giant Head Gates, all of them.
Jim Jordan.
They're all the ones that's holding the government hostage.
And they all should be, every name, every person. You know how you used to be in class when you would act bad and you had to go in the corner?
Do that, though.
You had to go in the corner. You had to wear that little dunce hat some people do. That's embarrassing.
Now you know why. Oh. Now you know why I don't like Biden. Why? He doesn't get up and put them on blast like Trump would. Yeah, he should get, every time he's at the mic, he should say Lauren Boebert, Gates. He should name all of them.
Remember, though, in Obama's
he ignores it.
Obama's first year, he didn't do that either.
I don't like Obama when he did that too.
Nice.
But he had to because he's black.
He didn't want to ruffle feathers and call people out.
But he had to.
Yeah.
Biden is an old white man. He can do all of that and nobody will say nothing.
The closest Biden came to that is when he had that speech and he made a comment about you all are not going to, with the whole Social Security thing. Right. And they all kind of, because all of them were not against the Social Security, but he had to put them on blast. Right. He needs to do more of that, I agree. Like you're saying.
But he won't do it.
We don't know that.
He hasn't done it.
We don't know if he won't do it on this. If those four people that we named are the reason why they're shut down. Let's see. They need to be spotlighted every day.
It's like 20 of them, I think. But we'll see. It's that caucus. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if he puts them on blast. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hakeem may, because he talked.
We don't care about Hakeem. The president of the United States needs to do what Trump does. Call people out. And Trump lies. Biden don't even have to lie. He can tell the truth. Mm-hmm. These people are holding the government hostage. Mm-hmm. You're shutting down because of these people. And I would have their names scroll across the screen.
Yes, here they are.
Call their offices. Get on the phone.
Yes.
Follow them around.
Especially government workers.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're the reason.
Storm their emails. Phone calls.
Yeah. So
I want my job back. Yep. Go ahead and agree with whatever you need to.
Thank you. Or at least talk to the Democrats. Right. Y'all don't even want to talk to them.
Thank you.
So that's what I would say. All right. So more on Nicki Minaj.
Your friend.
Now remember. Oh, this Wendy. Hold on. Y'all, we live. Oh, she just hung up. She says she's in.
That's what I was saying.
All right, hold on. All right, let's see, y'all. Hold on. Because we didn't get no notification.
That's why I was saying it doesn't notify you.
Let's see. I don't see you, Wendy. It would have her up at the top.
Oh, it would. But
Yeah.
it was something I did first before I see.
No.
Go back in.
It's this.
There
you
we go.
are.
That's what I'm saying. It was something I did first.
There you are. Okay, here we go.
Let's
Here we
see,
go.
let's
Here we
see.
go. Show on stream. All right, we trying this out live, y'all. Live. Okay, we got her there. Boom. Wendy, you got your mic on?
Yes.
Yay!
Let me check.
Do you hear her, Lenora?
Yep.
Okay.
All
All right,
Where'd I
where you
go?
at? Oh, hold on. I moved it backward.
I disappeared.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. There you are. Let me move this out the way. Let me move you in here. Hold on. All right. Oh, you on your phone?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you put
that's
it back
why.
more to the corner.
No, it's she on her phone. That's why it's narrow like that.
No, I'm saying you can move her
Not
still
working?
more to
Yeah,
the
I
end,
am.
to the edge.
All right, this is live. There you are,
Hi.
Wendy. Hey. Why you late, girl?
Did you have trouble getting in?
Why am I late?
Yeah.
Because I was just sitting there for about 10 minutes waiting for somebody. I hit join and I could see you, but you couldn't see me.
Oh, I'm glad you texted because I kept looking to see for your text. I said she'll
Yeah.
tell me if she's in. It's supposed
Yeah,
to give you a
so-
note. Y'all, we on Streamlab. This is live. It's supposed to give you a notification down here when somebody comes
That's
in.
what I told you. It didn't.
So we got to change that.
Yeah,
It's
because I
probably
was
a
like,
button.
how come they didn't say hello? They must not be able to see me.
You know what? It needs to be a notification. So
They can see you.
we can see you.
But people are probably
No,
still.
I mean when you asked me what took me so long.
Oh, yeah, we couldn't see you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm
see
That's
you.
weird.
I was just sitting there.
Okay, now we see you.
But you can't see the screen behind us, right? You know how we show photos of people?
Can you see?
Can you see anything?
No, what I did is I had my TV on mute.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll do
So
it like that.
I'm watching you on the big screen.
Oh, good. We'll do it like that then.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is better than Zoom, Wendy. Don't you
Hi,
think?
Laura. Hi.
Mama's in the kitchen.
When my
She
mother
said
said hello.
Hey, Mom.
She said, "Hey, Ma."
She said, hey, you know what, Wendy? Because you're on your phone, that's why your thing is thin like that.
Right.
See, if she was on her computer, it'd be wide.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah.
only difference.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
All right, Wendy. So
You right on time. We on the next topic.
remember we was talking about Nicki Minaj, husband. So
Yeah.
her husband, we come to find out, everybody kept saying, what is Nicki gonna say about this? What is Nicki gonna say about this?
Because she messing her name up.
Well, we thinking she would be horrified. No, she wants him to do it.
She wants him to act crazy. And
She
stupid.
comes out and answers to everybody. She doesn't say a verbal answer like I did, I want this, this, and this. She does a rap. She puts her rap out talking about I send people out to do my job for me. I'm just paraphrasing. I send them out. I send gangsters out to do my work for me and all this other stuff. And then she says she'll talk about it on her show. She doing a
she has a podcast?
Yeah, she has a podcast Monday. She gonna do what what's his name? Steve Harvey did probably.
Oh.
Build it up all week
So
and
she
then
can get
Monday
viewers, people come on
Monday
to
she
listen.
probably won't even talk about it. But they said a lot of people have been given a lot of history on Nicki Minaj. They said Jason Lee came out. He's the guy that does Hollywood Unlocked. He said she sent goons after him, her husband.
Why?
Because he didn't do a flattering story on her.
What's the goons gonna do? Beat them up?
Well, they're outside. You keep forgetting about that. These guys are outside.
He can't go outside no more. He's house arrest.
And then Nicki going, should I be good or should I be bad?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Should I send the hitters, the killers to go get, or should I let them stay home? Well, the government made the decision for you.
Thank you.
He's staying home.
He can't go nowhere.
But she's too. Go ahead, Wendy.
Why would he take chances like that?
He's too old.
And he just got out of jail. You don't play like that when you get out of prison. You gotta tiptoe.
He'll be back in jail in the next 10 years or so.
Yep.
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Oh, 5 maybe?
Probably not, because he's really ignorant.
Well, the latest story is Nick Cannon. He had the nerve to say something. He cracked me up with his 20 kids.
Nick Cannon.
He says, Nikki, this guy is ruining your image. So I guess 20 kids don't ruin his image.
You know what?
Lord have mercy.
You found background on Nicki Minaj, so you saying she has dirty history.
She has.
So all she's doing is magnifying herself by her husband doing
She
crazy.
went after Meek Mill. Remember, she dated Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Meek. Well, you should know that's a Philly boy. Wendy. Meek Mill.
Yes, I know.
Nicki
He got
Minaj
out
dated.
of jail, right? He got out of jail, right?
Yeah, he got out of jail. Nicki Minaj dated him, and when they broke up, it wasn't a good breakup. So she said, Kenneth after Meek Mill.
She got a bum. She got a bum instead. Lord have mercy.
So now she's beefing with Cardi. So now I'm sending Kenneth after Cardi. It's like she's a mob boss. Now, this is what she better watch out for.
What?
Somebody said the FBI got a case on her.
They do?
Well, they don't like that. What'd you say, Wendy?
Well, you know, they used to say on the commercials when we were growing up, but they didn't say this word. You can take ends out of the country, but you can't take
the country out the end.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So she's low class. I mean, she's ghetto fabulous.
Yep.
She has poor self-esteem to be with him anyway, when she could be with anybody. You know, she's got poor self-esteem, and he obviously is a career criminal.
Yes,
but
he's an M-word. He's an M-word.
Yeah.
So how can you lay down and go to sleep with somebody that's an M-word?
Yeah.
But you know what? It goes back to what we said yesterday, Wendy. If she has that if she feels that way about herself, yes, of course, that's what she's going to attract.
Mm-hmm.
Light attracts light. So she's at a point in her life where she's got dirtiness on her hands too. So she's going to attract dirt as well. So we can't feel sorry for her. Like, you could do better.
She's another one that, you know, doesn't act her age. She's immature.
Yeah.
She's ghetto. You know what I mean?
And it's sad. She could be so much more.
Her and Cardi B should be friends.
It's ridiculous.
You would think, right?
Why are they attacking each other over and over again? They should be friends. And somebody needs to pull them aside, Jason Lee, and somebody say, y'all, let's talk.
Well, he can't because she sent Kenneth after Jason Lee. So now he's on the hit list. So she can't, nobody can talk to her.
Somebody's got to intercede and say, Nick, come on.
Maybe her husband needs to go back to prison.
See them fighting like that. Two beautiful, talented sisters.
You would think.
The only person that could put them together is Wayne. Really? That's it. Okay. He's the only person she would listen to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wayne?
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
Rosebud says, hello, Wendy. And then she said, hey, Rose. And then she says,
Scooby in there? Is Scooby Doo in there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Or Emerald.
We waiting on Emerald. Hopefully they'll come on.
Rosebud says, Nikki's
I meant to say Emerald.
Yeah.
But I still miss Perk. Where's Perk at?
I know.
That's what we're trying to figure out. I hope nothing's bad happened to him.
He may have passed away.
You think?
Or had a stroke or something.
He was sick.
Yeah. I've been praying for him too. I've been thinking away.
Wouldn't that be sad? If he did, well, God bless his family.
He's one of the few people that came on here with me.
Yeah. He was sick, I think. So, yeah, Scooby is sick. A lot of people are sick.
I wish we could get in touch with him.
Kiki, we're still praying for Kiki.
Can Mom hear me?
Yeah.
She can hear you.
I need a prayer for healing.
Okay.
For you personally.
Me personally.
Okay.
You know, I don't really want to get into it on the air, but
it's up to you. It's up to you.
But we can definitely.
I just need her to pray for me because I have something that's affecting my eyes, my nose, my ears, and my head.
Oh. Wow.
And it's been and it's chronic. So.
And this is recently.
No, I just hate talking about it.
It's not COVID,
Oh,
is it?
you don't have
No, no,
COVID.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
But I've had this for 4 years since COVID started,
Oh.
Oh.
and it's so horrible. I can't even describe it. So I asked Mom
Mm-hmm.
to pray a prayer of healing for me.
Okay.
Okay.
But everybody, this at the age that we are, all of us are taking pills of some kind.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? And at the age we are, God willing, we have maybe 20 years left. Half of our life is definitely over. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody needs to focus on spiritual things, eating well. Forgive me for sending you that candy, Lenore.
That's
But
okay.
yeah, we're at a time where you have to be conscious of what
I
you're doing, what you're
know.
eating.
Yeah.
Are you exercising? Because
Yes.
if not, you might as well take a gun and put it to your head.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
eat pork chops every day and don't
Yeah.
cheat on your pressure medicine.
Yeah.
You don't have much time left. I don't want to get depressing, but enjoy your life. Go
Thank
Exactly.
somewhere.
you. Thank you.
Be around people you love.
That's what
Eat
we.
good
That's kind
food.
of the same thing as what we kind of saying with Nikki. You're at an age where you're in your 40s. You're supposed to be enjoying life, enjoying your child.
And
Don't
she's
make
rich.
enemies.
And
And she
she's
has,
rich.
yeah, she has money, so
She,
she can
and
do better. She
she
can
can do whatever she wants.
make
But
better
it's pitiful to
decisions.
me when I think about her with that guy. It just shouts poor self-esteem for Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody Nobody's gonna be with somebody like that unless they don't think much of themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're just
Well,
not.
hopefully somebody will get a hold of her because what it's looking like is he's not doing this on his own. She's sending him.
Yeah.
And that's what I was starting to
Yeah.
say. Somebody said, I guarantee you there's an FBI file on her. They don't like organized crime.
Wow.
That's organized crime. When you have millions of dollars and you can send goons to beat up people or harass people, that means you're using your wealth
Yeah.
to organize criminals to
Yeah.
commit crimes.
Her
That
connections.
is FBI written all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
So she better stop.
I keep hearing that old song they used to sing, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Somebody needs to slap her in the face and say, yo, wake
she
up.
need a wake up moment.
She need a
Really?
wake up call.
I
Wake
mean,
up call.
Cardi B is ghetto too.
Yeah.
But
But Cardi
she
B
doesn't-
isn't spending millions of dollars and sending goons to people.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Take care of
she's
my
a step,
problem.
she's a step up from
And
Nikki.
Cardi B has always been ghetto. We don't expect her. Nikki has. What is this new? I'm outside. I'm sitting. All that. Nikki didn't start off like that. It's like she's trying to be a street thug, and that's not her image.
crazy.
Now it is.
We'll see. We'll see how
I
long
just
this lasts
really
for her.
think they need to put everything aside and just hug and cut an album together or something.
Well, you
I mean,
think
really.
too. Remember,
But they can't do it because, their minds are so ghetto.
remember she had that Tasha Cobb's gospel singer had pulled her in on one of her songs, and everybody, they chewed her up for doing that. But you would think you had that opportunity for the word of God to be planted into your life, bringing her in her Christian project, her song. Hopefully, kind of like the Whitney Houston thing, because Whitney knew God, but when she got with the Winans, BB and CC, you would think I'm around them. Hopefully, the prayers of the righteous availeth much, and overprotect her. So she's gotten worse. Yeah, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah. So let's pray. Keep Nicki Minaj in prayer, y'all, because to me she's going down the wrong road. Yeah, and I don't want her to end up on the FBI's wanted list, because that's where she's headed.
Okay.
She's also a victim of patterns of behavior because she's been, like she said, should I be good or should I be bad? She's been confused for a long time.
Yep.
Should I be good or should I be bad?
All right. So away from Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Now, this is you, Wendy, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Pennsylvania governor is making registering to vote when you renew your driver's license. Did you know that?
Oh, we doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, we are too?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's
It just
wonderful.
hit me with you reading. That was when I went to get my license renewed because my birthday had just passed, so it was due before
Right.
then, and I got it renewed. And they asked
Right.
me at the same counter
Mhm.
about my voter registration and getting that renewed too. So they doing that.
Now, Republicans don't like that.
Why?
Because they don't want to make it easy for people to vote. Because the easier it is for people to vote, the more that they can. Wendy dropped out. The more that they can. Let me see where she
Go
went.
back in.
Let's see. Hold on, Wendy.
Why did
I wonder why that
we
happened.
didn't press no buttons?
Mm-mm. All right, there you are.
Yeah.
Maybe it gives a time. I gotta work through this thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, you back on. So anyway, at Pennsylvania, now in her place, you said it's in ours. When you go to renew your license, you can now it'll automatically register you to vote.
For your voting. Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. They need to hit
all
you.
the help we can get.
But you said it asked you, right?
What do you mean? It
asks if you want to register.
They asked when I.
No, this is automatic.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it says Governor Josh Shapiro's administration said starting Tuesday, it is making it easier for someone to register to vote when they are getting or renewing their driver's license. Under the new format, it prompts on the computer screen in the driver's license center. It will take the user to a template to register to vote. Oh, maybe that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves it up to them to choose not to register. So you have to opt out of it.
But I'm not in the machine when I'm doing my license.
This is renewing your license.
You do it online, maybe yourself?
No, this is at the thing. Or maybe, I don't know. He just said it previously prompts on the computer screen first ask the user whether they wanted to register. That's what ours does in Illinois.
Yeah,
this one don't ask you. It automatically registers you, and you have to opt out. If you don't want to be registered, you got to say, don't register me to vote.
And then why would somebody not want to register to vote? That's another problem too.
Oh my God.
It says 23. It says 23 other states. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but hold on. So you're not doing nothing, Wendy? It's just knocking you out?
I haven't done a thing.
I wonder why it keeps doing that.
I know.
But anyway, it says that 23 other states and Washington, D.C. already have varying models of what is called automatic voter registration.
I like that because
a lot of
young people that I've been talking to claiming, I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote. And if this is automatically registering them, I mean, it's good on record, and you can still talk them into going to vote.
Right.
And they don't have to do an extra step to register. You're not lazy kids get.
Right.
You register, son. Did you renewed your license? So then go vote then.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So this is automatically. So that's why I said they don't ask you.
Wow.
In your state, Wendy, going forward, when you go to renew your license, you are automatically being renewed to vote.
I think that's wonderful. We need all the help we can get.
It says
we need all the help we can get.
I know. Yep. I know.
So that's good.
Okay.
And if other states follow that,
may follow. Yeah.
Rosebud said about Nikki, she's trying to compete with Cardi B because Cardi B came and knocked her off the box.
She's getting older. Yeah. And that's her problem. Yeah. Don't leave me out. I'm still reverent. I'm still relevant.
Ain't no fool like an old fool.
Yeah. Right.
That's right.
All right, y'all. So the next story is...
You're talking about my glasses.
What do you mean? Oh, that lady's glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
She got some big
Yours is up there too, though.
But people are wearing big glasses.
I know.
Why you moved us up?
Oh.
Yeah, I told you we got to stay
Well,
down.
I was trying to move her. Maybe it keeps signing her out because I ain't moving her.
Oh, you know what? Maybe don't go over her box. You think that makes a difference?
Oh, maybe.
Because you're over her box.
So let me come over here more.
No, way over.
Oh.
See? I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Let's see. We don't know, y'all. We testing this Streamlab out today.
Oh, you can't make that smaller? Would that make her thing small too?
What am I doing, Lenore?
If you go on her line that's around her, if you pull that over, will that make her whole thing small? Or you can't do it anyway. Never mind. Like that. Oh yeah, never mind. It's like a box of text.
I know, I hate
an
this.
image box that has spacing on the side of the image.
Yeah.
And if you close the box, it makes your image smaller.
So we testing out Streamlab today, guys.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Officer who tased a band leader worried the incident would fuel mistrust in the police department. Now, this is what happened on this case. It's funny, but not funny. This band, they play, this is a minor high school, a band director at minor high school in Alabama.
Okay.
You know, they have 4 quarters, not 4 quarters. Oh, Lord, we sound horrible. 4 football. 4
4 quarters in a football game.
It's 4 quarters in basketball.
It's 4 in football too.
So
at halftime, and then you have 2 more.
Yeah. There's something that's called the 5th quarter.
Really?
And that's when the bands play.
Is that not halftime?
They play them, but they have a 5th quarter. It's tradition, they said. And they play after the game is over.
Yeah.
All these little kids, you know, they high school. They look forward to it.
Okay.
The 5th quarter, it's not real. It's made up.
So they just like still playing even
they
after
keep
the game
playing
is
as
over.
people are leaving or whatever. And it's called the 5th quarter.
Oh.
But they play the whole 5th quarter.
Okay.
Well, apparently,
when you say the whole 5th quarter, is that time?
They time it. Yeah, the whole they play.
Wow,
after.
that's a long time.
Well, apparently this day the security guards was enough with it.
Oh,
so when the game was over, they were like, "All right, everybody, get out of here!"
Right. They didn't understand.
The field is cleared. The people are out of the stands. The band is still playing.
It's the 5th quarter.
So the band director is still playing. They come and tap him on his shoulder and say, "You gotta go. We gotta get home here, buddy. We're trying to close the stadium down.
No.
Get out of here."
Okay.
They still playing. Now, keep in mind, this is a tradition, I guess.
Yes.
Well, that night, the security guards wasn't having it.
Didn't they not know that's a tradition?
They don't care. That night, they wasn't having it. And this is the first game of the season, so they kind of letting him know, this season, we're not doing that, buddy. I don't get home till midnight. You're not doing that this year. So they tap him on his shoulder. He shuns them off, and he's there. The band is gone. So then they call the police. All right? They call the police.
And it got ugly.
The police come in. No questions asked. We're coming in with full force here.
Oh no. They didn't shoot
Everybody shut it down. Get out of here. The band director is still trying to play. This is in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh my God, you went to school down there.
So one of the officers tases him.
Oh no.
That'll stop you. They tase the man, take him in handcuffs, and get him out of here.
No,
the kids are screaming murder.
Oh,
they can't believe this is happening in front of their eyes.
Band leader is getting tased.
So it says Johnny, band director at Minor High School in Alabama, and a Birmingham Police Department officer who shocked him with a stun gun during the incident. This was September 14th. Now, the police department released an 8-minute clip of the incident last week that shows Memes refusing to comply and then being shocked 3 times by the police.
Oh, no.
They shared additional body cam footage of the incident with ABC News that shows the moments after Memes was arrested, including a conversation he had with the officer who shocked him during the incident.
Yeah.
Meme accuses the officer of escalating the situation. You shouldn't have escalated it. That's what the band guy said. Right. The guy said, you allowed it to. You wouldn't comply. That's what the officer said.
I'm trying to figure out, how did they miss this tradition, though?
Well, that's the security. The guy said, I did not let this escalate, adding that he told the police the band was playing their last song of the night and was going to leave as soon as it finished.
Wow.
The officer, who is black, so we can't say the black-white thing, said he is concerned that the incident will fuel the children's mistrust of the police.
Oh, God, that's already there.
And he said that the band director needs to fix this and find a way to bridge that gap between the high school kids and the police department.
Not gonna happen.
So then he says, we got to fix this. You know I don't like this. We got to fix this. We got to come up with something. The officer said, right now, I care about them babies on that bus that just got left. I care about them babies that aren't going to be able to trust the police just because of these situations. I know, but if you put me in the car, it's just going to make it worse, Meme said. They having all this conversation on film.
You're kidding.
Yes. And the band director saying, if you put me in the car, it's going to make it even worse.
Thank you.
Not only did you shock me, but now you arresting me and taking me to jail.
And the kids
and they're all watching it.
And the kids are probably sitting there going, what did he do? He didn't do anything.
Now, Memes expressed concern over how this incident impacted the students in Good Morning America. I guess he was on Good Morning America.
Oh, okay. When you make Good Morning America, you are national.
To hear the kids crying. The most heartbreaking thing that anybody could ever experience, he said. Yeah, if you go back and watch the video, I'm not going to show it so they don't copyright us. The kids were screaming. Oh. They thought he was getting shot to death.
Well, he was. He was being tased.
Right. He said, my biggest prayer is that first of all, that these students will not hold a grudge, that they will be able to overcome this. The incident took place on September 14th. At the Jackson Olin High School in Birmingham during the fifth quarter. A tradition that originates with HBCUs. Did y'all do that, Mom?
Mom, she wasn't HBCU.
No, band, high school band. What name was it? Y'all play after the game is over?
Yeah.
So but did y'all play after the game? Oh, so they didn't play after the game. Where school bands face off, taking turns to play music after the football game.
But what's the other band? Did they have?
So they must have been there too. Each one of them playing the fifth quarter.
My concern here is if something is a tradition.
Yeah,
you're in the South.
Yeah,
and bands are very big in the South, especially HBCU bands. They're more bigger than the sports. Why wasn't that communicated to the security man? If they're down there from that area, wouldn't they not know that?
Right. The bands face off on the fifth quarter.
Yeah. Why wouldn't the security people who are coming at him going, hey, dude, we got to shut down early. Can you just do one song and we be out of here? They just came at him like, shut it down.
Now, this is what the officers are saying. Body cam footage shows officers attempting to clear the stadium following the game. And as they approach Memes, and asked him to tell the band to stop the music, he repeatedly says, get out of my face. That's probably what they didn't like. He later told police that the band was fixing to leave after they finished their last song. Police allege Memes, who was charged with disorderly conduct, harassment, and resisting arrest, refused to place his hands behind his back and pushed an officer. They said that's why they tased him. Video obtained by ABC News shows that the officer accusing Memes of swinging on him as police led him out in handcuffs and escorted him to receive medical attention. The officer said, you swung on me, man. And Memes said, I didn't. I said, let me go. In the body cam videos, the incident reviewed by ABC News, some moments of the interaction between Memes and the police are not clearly visible, as Memes is not always in view, and it's dark in the stadium. In the moments before Memes was shocked with the stun gun, an officer can be heard saying he hit the officer, he got to go to jail. Well, if he did swing on the officer, that's why they stung him.
But in front of those,
but you don't have to sting him if
it wasn't worth it.
It's too many officers where they could have grabbed him and took him without.
It wasn't even worth them escalating to that level. It was just a band, a leader of the band, doing this. Hey, sir, you got to shut down. Can we just finish this?
Get out of my face.
Let me finish this. Get
out of my face. Right there, they could have took his hand. Another officer got him. They didn't have to sting him.
And he had to go out like this with both hands being held. And the kids were like, what?
But at least he wouldn't be stunned. They thought he was being shot.
Oh, yeah, he was.
So that was escalated.
I don't know. I just felt that could have been handled a different way.
Some officers just wait for an opportunity to shoot or tase or whatever. They just wait for it. And
Yeah.
as soon as they get it, they're like a kid with a toy
They'd be
on
like,
Christmas.
wait, can I use my taser now?
Yep.
Yeah,
Frank, can I use my taser
exactly.
now? Can I use my taser now?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you can use your taser now. Go ahead. Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Wendy? You think that he escalated it, or you think they should have just arrested him without doing all of the stun gun and all that stuff?
No, I think they should have arrested him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't need to do all that. I mean, I never understood anyway how people get shot by cops. I'm like, if you're trying to just slow them down, why you got to shoot them in the heart or the back?
Right.
Why can't you just shoot them in the knee or the behind or
Tase
something
them.
that'll stop them long enough for you to do what you have to do?
Well, you just
They're
said what he did,
hungry.
Lenore. He tased him.
Or
A lot
tase
of
them.
them are hungry for violence.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are. That's why they join. Oh,
Yep.
let me join so I can shoot somebody.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot
Right.
of them are bipolar. You know, they
Yeah, they
just
have
don't.
issues themselves.
All
I think
right.
the bad
Yeah.
guy though, he probably should have showed more of. Here's the thing. At that moment, I know. Oh, get her picture again.
Oh, go ahead. She's
At
still
that
on though.
moment, you probably are right. This is a tradition, but that's an argument to talk later. Right at this moment, I need to show these kids how to respect and listen to authority, even though you may not be in agreement with authority. Still listen to them, stop the music, stop the madness, be an adult, be an example, because he's a mentor and an example before those kids. He probably should have said, okay, I'll shut down. And then later on, have a discussion with the security people and the football field and whoever to say, moving forward, are we not allowed to do fifth quarter music events? And fight with that later. I think he was in himself. He was, and I think because of that, it made it go to another level. And now the kids are not only seeing the police officers doing what they need to do, they're seeing a disrespect as well from their leader, thinking he's okay because the cop is coming to bother him. And I don't like that. That was a not a good message to put in front of those kids. Don't listen to a law enforcer when he comes and tells you to do, even though you may be right. Listen to the officer because you can get tased or you can get shot. And I really think this was an adult and he should have made a really a better decision being a mentor before those kids. We can't bring her back.
I don't know what's going on.
What's going on?
She's still there, but I can't see her. Hold on.
But that's my opinion on that. I think he messed moving around and you think moving it around.
This is so weird. We all figure this out, y'all.
How you know she's still there?
Because the collab thing is, well, no, she might not be
talking to us.
She might not be. Click back on the link, Wendy. Because I don't see you.
We don't see you no more.
Yeah, you off. You gone.
But that's my take on that whole incident.
Oh, see here. This shows you this was a notification, but I didn't see it.
We didn't see you.
Supposed to pop up.
Now, you went to school in UAB in Birmingham. Do you know that was a tradition?
No. Oh, you know what? I think it is the fifth quarter. The bands battle against each other.
Okay.
Wasn't that similar to what's his name? Nick Cannon's movie?
Yeah, Drumline.
Drumline. That was a whole thing.
College, weren't they?
Yeah, that was a whole thing. But she's not on here because before, remember, she popped up.
Yeah.
So come back in, Wendy. But
what'd she say? Is that her?
Emerald coming in late. We didn't have Wendy the whole show.
And we just lost Wendy.
Emerald, you come in right when Wendy was off.
Hopefully she'll click the link again. Boy, this is
click it again, Wendy.
Technical problems with this song.
Well, we said we was gonna.
I know. This is our first time doing it.
We said we was gonna learn it. So click it again, Wendy, to come back in.
But yeah, that's pretty much my take on that story. Is that I felt he probably should have did the adult thing and listened to the cops. Have that discussion later about, hey, don't we have fifth quarter still where the bands can still go at each other?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's yeah, see, she's not there.
And there's nothing to pull her in?
No, she's not on anymore.
Oh, okay.
Come back in, Wendy. You're not on anymore. I don't even see you on the thing anymore.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. While we wait for Wendy, I guess we could do this story. Ma, you was talking about this 96-year-old woman.
Yes.
96-year-old judge.
They're trying to get rid of her.
Oh, she's old.
Is she doing a what's his name that freezes?
Who? Oh no. Oh, you talking about McConnell?
Is she doing those when she's in the judge seat?
No. This says a 96-year-old federal judge was barred from her hearing cases in a fight over her fitness. A 96-year-old U.S. federal A 96-year-old U.S. federal appeals court judge was barred Wednesday from hearing cases for a year after a panel said she refused to undergo medical testing amid concerns that she is no longer mentally fit to serve on the bench. See, now I got it here. That's what it's supposed to do. All right, Wendy.
You got Wendy back?
See what happened. Hold on, y'all.
And none of those drop down do anything.
Let's try it again. She's back on here.
Loading.
Now it was loading. Okay. Now she's back on.
It's saying loading.
It's not showing.
It's just saying loading. That's why.
Oh.
Your thing is saying loading.
When I disappeared, it started saying loading.
Oh.
Is it saying loading now?
Is she behind? She's behind that picture.
I'm behind what picture?
You know how you have
learning this.
You have layers. You have your background, and then we'll put ourselves in front.
I told you know this because you do InDesign. But you know about layers and stuff.
Well, I didn't know if that's what I saw movement back there.
You can do this. It's just like InDesign.
It's not the same.
She don't want to do this. It's like InDesign.
So she probably was always there.
We just didn't see.
You was in the back. Okay.
So InDesign does layers.
Yeah. Well, InDesign, Photoshop does layers.
I don't know Photoshop and all of that. You do.
And Publisher does layers.
You know all of that.
You do too. Y'all know layers. You got your background and then you put the picture in the front. Canva does layers.
Oh.
Canva.
What is layers?
When you're designing something and you have a background like flowers and trees on the front of it, you may want to put a man walking, and in the front you want to put a little dog next to him. Well, that layer of the dog and the man could get behind the trees and you don't see it.
Each one of those pictures is a layer.
It's a layer. And you put it in order of how you want to visually see it.
So you was behind the tree.
Sorry about that.
You was behind the tree, Wendy.
Okay.
You was behind the tree. All right.
Go ahead.
So anyway, Emerald's here, Wendy. Emerald just came in.
She said she's sorry she late.
Okay. So anyway, the latest development is unusually public and bitter fight over whether this Judge Pauline Newman should continue to serve on the Washington-based U.S. Court of Appeals. Newman, a President Ronald Reagan appointee. Come on, y'all.
What?
You gotta have aged in this. If people can be on there just too long.
Yeah, our Supreme Court judges can be on there until they die.
This woman was appointed by Ronald Reagan.
Abraham Lincoln could have appointed her. As long as she's breathing, she can be a judge.
This is really sad.
It is.
It doesn't look like it'll ever be able to change because then they'll start filibustering and what have you. If anybody tries to change it, they need term limits. They can't just go on and on and on and on and on. I think it should be 35 to 75. That's it.
Not even with, before I used to think as long as the person is mentally able to do the job. I can't say that anymore,
Why
y'all.
not?
Because you are out of touch. If you was appointed by Ronald Reagan.
No, but
the country's changed since then.
But here's the other side of this. This is not like McConnell.
Okay. That's unfit. Yeah.
She's a judge, and so the law, she still knows the law. Now, when the law changes, when we update the law,
she got to still stick with it.
She got to go with the new changes in our law, but law is law. Right?
Well, this lady's saying she remains physically and mentally fit. She decides matters of the law and has accused her colleagues of making baseless claims in an effort to push her out of her job because of her age.
Lord have mercy. They need to use the young people because it's not fair for the old people to take over the whole world, and they're not going to be the ones living in it.
Thank you.
But you know what? We vote for our judges, though, Wendy.
No. It says here a federal judge. No. Federal judges are chosen by presidents and confirmed by the U.S. Senate and appointed for life.
So they're appointed.
There's no mandatory retirement age.
So they probably need to change
that.
Yeah. Because I thought she was on the level of where we vote for our judges.
No.
And that judge can be voted out.
They got to die out like the Supreme Court justices.
Wow.
The Federal Circuit Judicial Council, which made up Newman's colleagues, said the suspension was necessary because the longest serving judge on court won't cooperate with an investigation. That's the reason. If she's not cooperating, they want to see if she's mentally able to still do the job. If she's mentally able, why don't she take the test?
That's true. Mm-hmm.
They say reasonable concerns that she suffers from a disability preventing her from effectively discharging the duties of her office. So she's probably up there making mistakes.
Oh,
you gotta be.
The Judicial Council has been willing to grab onto as fact as any allegation to support what appears to be a predetermined conclusion, he said. I feel like if you don't take the test, I don't care if you're 35.
Right.
If you don't take the test, you're out of here.
Everybody should take the test regardless of the age.
We said that for Supreme Court. None of them, the judges don't have to. They got to change that law.
And you would think that's common sense that the judge level should, because they make decisions. They can go a different way with, like you're saying, sometimes how many years a person stays in prison, for example, is up to them. They may say, oh, just give her 2 years. And everybody looking at each other like, he just took someone's life. 2 years? Judge, are you okay? What's going on?
It says
I said 2 years. No, see?
It says she's having problems recalling events, conversations, and information just a few days old.
That's not good. You might as well put a robot in her place in the courtroom. Does not compute. 10 years.
What do you think, Wendy? Do you think it should be an age limit, or should it be whether you're able to do the job regardless of age?
It should absolutely be an age limit. First of all, it's very selfish.
Yes.
All right. You got the job. You had a good job. You had a good run. Let these young people get in there. It's going to be their world. You'll be dead.
Yeah.
So they should have some say so in it. It's so rampant. It's just like racism. Almost impossible to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
The law, Trump, that needs to be fixed. People being able to run for president, that needs to be fixed. There's 1,000 things that doing wrong. The system is broken. I have a girlfriend. Her son got in some trouble. All right, he got to do time. He had to do time. He evaded the law. He did not turn himself in for a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing something else, and they caught him on the warrant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say for 3 months he evaded that warrant, all right? Finally, in 3 months, he got in a fight with his girlfriend. She called the cops. They lock him up. When he gets in, you know what they tell him?
What?
Okay, we're going to set your bail, $7,000. Why would you offer bail if somebody did not turn themselves in?
Right. They don't have no room, probably.
The system is broken. That's why Trump can run. They need to revamp. They really do.
Yeah.
There's so many laws. Like this thing now, my guy, Fetterman going through.
Mm-hmm.
They're digging in his backside because of his clothes.
Yeah.
I know.
Some people are for that. Other people are like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Am I smarter because I wear a T-shirt?
Thank you.
And Fetterman is highly educated, and he comes from a rich family. He was born rich.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But they're so caught up, what did God say? Traditions of men. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their ego.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They don't want to give up nothing. They don't want to share nothing. They don't want to change. And the reason I say it's like racism is because how are they going to straighten all these laws out? They're going to filibuster year after year after
The old
year after
ones.
year. Yeah, it's too much. It's just so. I realized when COVID started, that's when I first realized my country wasn't what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought Dr. Fauci would be in charge without asking anybody. No, he wasn't.
Nope.
He
All
was a
right.
puppet in
Then
some ways.
how many people died? Millions probably because Trump lied.
He said it was just
But
the flu.
my point is, I began to see that we're not as safe as we think we are. They don't really have our backs like we think they do,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have as much control as we think they do. That's why they can't do nothing with Trump. That's why those, you know what, climbed up that building.
They said
The
his
system
numbers
is
went up
broken.
though. His numbers are going up.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And all this about the view people are always talking about we're losing our democracy. We're losing our democracy. We could.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So we'll
So,
see.
you know,
We'll see.
I think, yeah.
We'll see because
That, I mean, they may do it like we do driver's license, because you know a lot of times you do see older people still driving, and they can drive just as good as the young folks. So maybe there's a test, like you're saying, for lawyers, for judges, for anybody, a doctor. Is there a certain age that a doctor can stop being a doctor?
A competency test.
Yes,
but
yes.
she don't want to take it. They said
If they don't want to take it, then that's automatic.
but they got to
sit down.
change the law.
They have to change the law to make that. If you don't want to take a test for us to see if you still got it, Miss
then
Thing,
you got to get out of here.
Miss Thing, you sit down.
So she's 96. Emerald says they always looking like the crypt keeper in office. Can you imagine showing up in front of her and she your judge?
Oh, I'll be nervous.
All right. What do we got here? Court, come, everybody be quiet. We're quiet, Judge. That's not quiet enough. Now be quiet. All right, we're quiet, Judge. All right, what do I got in front of me? Judge, this guy, he was on Facebook. What's that? Facebook officer. Facebook it's a social media. What's social media? Your Honor, people can go on the computer. What's the computer? The woman's 96 years old.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go.
Now they can go on the computer. You mean like the World Wide Web? Yes. They go on the World Wide Web and they can talk to each other. Oh, what do you mean talk to? There's a microphone in the computer. There's a microphone in the computer? Yes. And they can talk to each other, and they can see each other. What? They can see each other? What is this, the Jacksons? No, Judge Newman. We've been able to see each other for like 10, 20 years now. No. What are you talking about? When they put me here, Reagan said no one's going to ever see each other. Now they're seeing each other? Yes. Well, I'm going to call Reagan. Reagan's not here anymore, Judge Newman. What? Well, I'm calling Nancy then. Nancy's gone too. You're it. You're 96 years old. There's 3 other people alive like you in the country. Call one of them.
No. If that has happened in the courtroom, no.
Thank you.
We can't have that.
What did he do? Well, he put this woman's naked pictures. What? Naked pictures. He put her naked pictures out, Judge, on Facebook, on the social media. He took it down right away. Well, throw the book at him. Well, you can't throw the book at him, Judge. It's just a small, minor thing. He took him down. Only a few. Her friends are the only ones that saw it. Her friends. So he took the picture around and showed all her friends. No, on Facebook. No. So it's is ridiculous. This lady got to get out of here.
They can't deal with the changing times. I remember when I worked in a prison and a guy had got a pass to go home for the weekend. And when he came back, he came running in the door. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. It's scary out there. Man, do you know the buses talk?
Oh my goodness.
He was totally blown away. Then he almost got in an argument, a fight, which would have messed up his probation because he started arguing with somebody because they were talking on their cell phone, but they had an earpiece. And he thought they were talking to him. So I'm just saying, you know, I saw them trying to explain to one of the congressmen or whatever in one of those meetings. They couldn't understand the lingo at all.
That's why I agree.
No.
That's why I do go past what you said.
What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to download or do you upload? And what's the difference? So, you know, it's really time for them to get out of there. They got to get out of there. But I keep saying it's like racism because racism is systemic, and so is this.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
They could probably change a law to do this. What we're thinking with this lady.
If they would put their heads together, if they would put their heads together and work as a team, but they're like babies.
Yeah.
All they do is
gotta have their way.
Filibuster.
Yep. Well, get ready. You missed the beginning of the show. We talked about that. The government's going to shut down. You know that's going to happen because they don't work together. The few that's holding Republicans, that's holding mega Republicans, that's holding the country hostage.
And I heard one senator say they just in there cussing each other out and calling people names.
Yep, throwing
Probably
shade.
got that from Trump.
Yeah. Well, you know he called everybody names.
He talks about everybody.
Yeah, so that's what he did.
Yeah.
His ignorance spread like that COVID.
Yep.
And it was
sure did.
And all that
the virus.
Racism has been here.
Yep.
But he just gave people the comfort of just saying, I don't like you, you know what?
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
Whatever. Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible that we have to talk about so many negative things, but
well, let's end on something funny. All right?
Because I don't have
my mother kept asking me over and over again.
Unfortunately.
I don't know why she loves animal stuff.
Yeah, my mom and anything with animals.
I'm thinking about starting a channel like this.
Shows, animals.
Pug.
Well, other than getting an animal, she loves watching animals do funny things.
Yeah, funny stuff.
Okay.
So this is a bear who keeps coming into a store and taking candy and other snacks.
She can see it though.
And well, she said she got her thing. Okay. And the thing that the store guy, he tried to get rid of him a couple of times. It didn't work.
You swatted a bear.
Now he's okay because he only gets one thing. He doesn't rip off everything. He comes, he gets one thing, and then he leaves.
Oh my God.
Now you asked me how to get in the store. I was thinking of another bear. This bear opens the door.
He does?
I'll show you. No, this bear opens the door. It's another bear. He opens the door.
Oh my goodness.
All right, show you this.
Go ahead.
Whenever there aren't many people around, this bear always sneaks into this convenience store to steal its favorite cookies and chocolate bars. This greatest robbery has been ongoing for a month now, as the bear consistently revisits the same
I'm sorry, hold on.
Store to take its delicious snacks and leaves, without causing any trouble or harming anyone. Although the shop owner used to call the police to
hold on, y'all. I want to move us out the way.
Arrest this animal multiple times before, their efforts were in vain. The bear always escaped into the forest before the police arrived. Moreover, when he tries to lock the door to prevent this bear from entering his store, it just returns the very next day, almost like clockwork. The shop owner also claimed that even though this bear is stealing from him, every time it only takes 1 or 2 packages of its favorite snacks and leaves like a good boy. And he really loves this bear now. Subscribe. This mama dog is desperately trying to escape from her 12 playful puppies. She's so exhausted and wants to take a break from her non-stop babysitting duties. No matter where she attempts to flee, these little puppies insist on not letting her go. They stick to her
had a
like
heart
glue,
attack if I
unwilling
saw
to let her slip away even for a moment.
That's Nick
But what's
Cannon.
really funny is that her husband is sitting in his chair, watching everything chilly. He doesn't seem bothered by the chaos at all. He's just enjoying the show while Mama Dog is struggling to run away from her problems.
That's like a man.
So that's the latest on that.
Okay.
She wanted to show. Now, this is another bear, Ma. That's not the one that you was used to.
The one she talking about, he comes in on the automatic door opener.
This one opens the door. And did you see it? He opens the door. And he only takes 1 or 2 snacks.
And he comes back again for
and they've gotten rid of him, Ma. They've run him out of town. And back in the woods. And he comes back.
See, that's kind of, I don't like the fact that he's...
What if I'm in there?
He's eating regular food, and that's not good.
And what if we're in there?
Don't that mess their diet up?
What if somebody's in there?
I know. They'll be peeing on themselves.
So he must come in.
Do? Paying for your gas and a bear walk in.
Yeah.
Ooh,
all right, so let me see. Let me blow this up because until I figure out.
Look what I have. Look what I have.
What you got?
Oh, she got Sherlock.
Sherlock.
Ooh, I knew you was nervous when Sherlock was gone. Oh my God. Little Sherlock.
She got Sherlock.
That's your baby.
A good picture. There he is.
What's to do?
Say hi.
Trying to get hers on there too?
Yeah.
Oh, hey Sherlock. Sherlock. Hey Sherlock. Hey Sherlock.
Hey Sherlock. You never did tell us how that what happened. They got him. You got him back.
I kept getting phone calls. I got a phone call from one lady. I said, oh, do you have my dog? She said, no. She said, but I'm a Christian. I want to pray for you. I said, oh, thank you. A few minutes later, another woman called. I don't know these people. They just live in the neighborhood. I said, do you have my dog? She said, no, but I just want to pray for you. Can I pray for you? I was like, sure. So then what happened was, this phone is acting crazy. So then what happened was my son called me about half hour later. He said, Mom. I said, what? He said, they got the dog. I said, who's got the dog? This lady she called. She said she had to return it because she's a Christian.
Oh.
So
she couldn't keep it.
Well, she wanted to keep it, but her husband said, no, you can't do that. It's obvious it's somebody's pet.
Wow.
So she couldn't do it. And the deep part about it is she said her son had got so attached to the dog. Aww. They bought him a bowl. They bought him food. They bought him all kinds of stuff. Aww. And she said the boy had walked him like 3 times that day. And, he was such a good... They changed his name to Scooter. And
did Sherlock think he was on vacation?
Huh?
He thought he was on vacation, probably. Sherlock.
And the thing about it is, he had a different. Oh, what is wrong with this phone? He had a different haircut on the poster. The lady was trying to keep my dog wanted to. She didn't say it. She said, "Well, are you sure it's his hair? Because his hair looks a lot longer." So my son said, "No, we cut his hair in the summer." But this is the good part. So my son said, well, look, he said, I have a friend, my brother has a friend that breeds dogs. We'll get you a dog. Do you know before that woman got here, my son found her another dog, black and white. It wasn't a sheep dog like
Sherlock.
My dog. It was a smooth fur. Got that boy a dog.
So she got a new dog.
Yes, and the thing about it is, if you look at it, it was all God and y'all said y'all were praying.
Yeah.
But it was all God. Well, how could 2 Christians call me? I didn't know from a can of paint. Yeah. We just saw a poster up on the sign.
And pray for you.
And I kept saying, do you have my dog? Do you have my dog? She said, no, but I can pray for you. Aww. And I didn't get offended. I took that prayer. I didn't say, oh my gosh, you don't have my dog. I took that prayer, honey, and I believed. That's why he came back, and it was so deep because the way his toenails are when he walks on the floor, he hears clink, clack, clink, clank. You didn't hear that? My son said, man, Mom. He said, I remember when I came in the kitchen one day when the dog was sick, he had wet the floor. He said the other day. I said, man, I wish he was here to wet the floor again.
I know
So,
you missed even the things that did. You not? You don't put a chip in him, did you?
well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
And
put a chip
when
in him.
Kim asked me, she said, did you find Sherlock? And I just started to cry.
Aww.
I just started to cry. It was so crazy. And I looked at his bowl. I couldn't feed him. And so then I gave up. I said, well, I hope somebody gets him who loves him and will walk him and da-da-da-da.
Put a
Aww.
chip
But
in him.
that was nothing but God. I can't
Yeah.
tell you. It was the creepiest feeling, like losing a child, because he always
Yeah.
sleeps at the side of my bed.
Aww.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it was crazy.
I'm so
So
happy
you got
you found him.
Sherlock back. Yeah, I would say do the chip thing. Our dog would run away, but we knew he would come back because he would never drink water anywhere else but at home.
He only could drink water at home.
So we saw him gone. He would come back in the next 30 minutes because he had to drink water. His water in his little cup.
Put a chip in him, Wendy.
I was worried because he's a house dog. He goes out on the deck, and I walk him around the block and what have you.
Yeah.
So my husband, my boyfriend, what's wrong with me? Freudian slip, huh? My son said, Mom, you gotta walk him more so people know that he's yours.
Yeah.
And you know, that
they'll
he'll
see
smell
you
him
with him.
He'll know how to get back.
He was on vacation, Wendy. If that boy was walking him all the time, he probably was like, "Ooh, ooh."
Because when the lady found him, she said he was in distress. He was.
Aww.
She said he was really in distress, and she said he didn't look right. She said, but I knew that was a pet.
Yeah.
She said I knew that wasn't no stray dog. So I don't ever want to go through that again. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to get another dog because I had to take him to the vet after that. You know, it cost me $561.
Yeah, they cost money,
because he had pink eye.
Yeah.
When I got his nails cut, $563.
Yeah, you got to get insurance on them too.
That's having a child.
Okay, so Wendy, Emerald says, going back, I agree with Wendy, change the laws now over the judge. And then she said it was nice to have Wendy interacting today, and I hope you all have a good weekend.
Okay, everybody.
Thank you so much. It was nice to be able to talk to them because
we're going to get better at this, Wendy.
Yeah, I think we will. A lot of times it's hard if Kim says, I don't know, what famous song do you remember the most? And I go to answer it, but there's a lot of people talking.
Right.
So then by the time she gets to it on the next group of answers, I say, remember. And she goes, Wendy said, remember. And she keeps going, but you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because by the time it come up, I'll be like, remember, what?
Yeah, so
it's a late delay in your comments. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because a lot of times I'll answer and you'll say, Wendy says she's wearing a red coat. And I'm going, why don't she say why? Why does she talk back? Or what's going on? So it's very frustrating to try to type and talk to you. I absolutely can't stand it. The only reason I do it is because I love the show.
Yeah,
but I can't stand it.
And we love you
too. Type fast enough. I know.
By the time the comment comes, we moved on to two different stories.
Yeah. And sometimes one day you were on, and it was a long time before you talked to us. And I was like, she's not going to remember what I'm talking about. But, I wish, Emerald, why don't you come in? I wish more people would come in.
Yeah, we gotta Emerald be working though, she said. But Catellia, she says a lot of stuff too. I hope she come in. And Scooby-Doo. So we'll have more people come in. Now that we got this, Wendy.
It's like having a conversation.
Right. Now that we have this, we can do that. Now, because I didn't like Zoom. But I'm gonna figure this out. This is the first stage of us figuring it out. You can do backdrops with this thing and all kind of stuff.
And you can take the photo off and have all four
You can take the photo off and have a background. You can do all kind of stuff. So I'm going to learn it. Yeah, I have to learn it, y'all.
Okay.
But this is the first stage. All right, Wendy?
I think you did pretty good for the first time you ever used it.
Yeah.
You know, you're making progress. When I first came to you, you didn't show videos and none of that stuff.
Yeah, I know. We sure didn't.
I have seen the growth, but it takes time.
Yeah, it does.
Take us out.
I was so excited when you added pictures to the background.
Oh.
I hate when people are talking and they don't have no pictures.
They don't have nothing.
We need to see visually who you talking about.
And we'll start doing where it'll change the pictures too. That's what I was telling you. So it's not just one picture. We'll do more with this Streamlab. It does a whole lot of
background.
stuff.
Okay.
So Wendy,
yeah,
I'm gonna have you take us out. But before, I'm gonna say, get our joke book, everybody. 100 family-friendly jokes. And the link is in the description, and you can get the book on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Now, Wendy, do you remember how we take our show out?
I sure do.
All right, hit
it. What do you mean? Do I know how you take your show out and watch it every day? Don't I watch it every day? And you ask me, do I know how to take the show? What do you think? I'm stupid? What's wrong with this woman?
Right.
What's wrong with you? Okay. And now
it's her character.
I'd like to remind you. To like, comment, like, comment, and subscribe, and always believe. And that was another Woods Report.
All right. Thank you, Wendy. So we'll see, Wendy. As we get better, we'll do more than Friday. But we got to get better at this, and we'll do better.
I got to get better at this thing I got. It's got me going all over the place. I'm not going to use it anymore.
Yeah.
It's this thing I bought, but it doesn't squirrel right.
Okay.
But Mom.
We're going to pray.
I was sitting not playing Mom. Please pray for the healing because I have an overwhelming thing happening and I have to give myself shots. It's a nightmare. I can't even begin to tell you.
Okay, we're definitely going to pray.
She already said, she's in agreement.
All right.
Yeah. I need a good hard prayer. But it's good to see you, ladies, and y'all have is it Friday? Of course.
Yeah.
Nice weekend.
Y'all have a wonderful week.